Go pull one off each side of storage and then on the smelter's intake. I'm not really sure what you mean, to be honest. That's reasonably well balanced now. That's producing a lot of that graphite stuff. So we can actually use that to power the mecha now. Actually grab some of that. You can actually put it in the mecha. 6.3 megajoules compared to 2.7. So that's going to last a lot longer. I wonder if it burns more efficiently as well. Like, I wonder if your power generation is better. Okay, so that's another thing that's being made. Research. We need to start thinking about this stuff. Which to do that we need hydrogen, which to do that means I need to get into the oil business. Let's get rid of some junk. Does Dyson suck? Of course it does. That's exactly what it's designed to do. Right, I believe there's an crude oil 1.32 per second. 2.27 per second down here. 1.72, so that's not a very good one. I think we'll start with that one. Research speed too slow, it says. It's saying we're researching too slowly. Right, we need a oil extractor, I assume. Oh, we need steel. We need steel! Ah, what a yak shave. Right, we need iron ingots and we need to smelt them again. Applied semiconductor. Now you can produce graphene, a nano superconductor
Rare veins
material.
scatter around different planets. They will greatly improve production efficiency, so if you find them, collect them, and put them as a part of industrial production.
Good advice, well done. Graphene is made in a chemical facility and can be produced with much greater efficiency through the use of a rare material called fire ice. So what now? Sounds like a Game of Thrones novel. Well, we're going to make steel, that's the question. Can you not, like these assembly machines, can you not boost them? Is there nothing you can do to, like in Satisfactory and Factorio, you can put mods in there and stuff to accelerate them? I guess we can take the iron over here and start smelting steel. Oh, you scumbag game. There's an accelerant on the tree, but it says coming soon. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Such a subtle landing. It's like a Ryanair landing, isn't it? It's like you fly in. We need to stop flying now. Thunk. Just get it down. Landing gear? Who cares about landing gear? Okay, I think we just need to smelt the stuff in a... yeah, in a smelter. Cannot make in a replicator. Interesting. Let's build some smelters. Guess the best thing to do is just split it off. Indeed, Matty. No idea how much steel we're going to need. So we'll just make some and then collect it. Experimenting. I don't know, I think there's room for another set there just in case, but I think 4 will be enough. I just don't know how much steel we're going to need. That's wrong. Let's try that again. Why does that sound like a door closing? Let's load that up with a... let's do normal. Okay, right. Steel. Steel. I should do it. The other towers do longer distance. Oh, these. I haven't made it the stuff yet, though. That's the tower plus plasma exciter. I've not made that triangular stuff yet. Was that the one that was made out of glass? Yeah, we're going to have to start making them out of glass. We'll do that next. Yay, steel. This is something we can't make in our replicator. How are you liking it so far, Firefighter? Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. There's a lot to do for a single player, you know? Like a lot. But we've not even got off the planet yet. Oh, that graphene's burning graphite's burning a lot slower. You know what, I just realised we've got a free solar panel. Might as well just put it down somewhere. I think one's enough there. Looks like we need more power. So the reason we needed steel was because we wanted an oil extractor. So we can either... I think coal power's better for now. So we can use the oil for other things. Let's build a thermal power station. Let's build 2 of them. Let's grab some steel. Oops, hello, no fuel. Well, rip. Oh, it's gone into the classic feedback loop. Where there's not enough power. That's hilarious. There's not enough power to power the miners, which mine the coal, which generate the power. So you end up in a circular problem. I remember this happening in Factoria once, and it was pretty nasty. And we had to basically, like, cut off most of the grid in order to create a self-contained coal-powered bootstrap for the rest of the grid. It was hilarious. There's so much coal in here, but like even the inserters, or whatever they're called, even they need power. Exactly, you need burner inserters. So this is a real problem right now. Yikes. How do we solve this particular issue, I wonder? Well, solar or wind. They generate 300 kilowatts though. Yeah, we could hand feed some coal in there, I guess. Interesting problem, that one. Let's grab some coal. Right, so satisfaction is now being met. Just about. That coal level is slowly going up, but... Oh, that's stacked now. I'm wondering if these inserters... Like, if you stack these things like this, I'm wondering if these inserters need to be high-speed ones instead. Because you need the throughput. Yeah, but Matty, that's what we said. There's no burner inserters in this game. Otherwise, I'd use them. Right, let's get these extra power thingies online. Right, coal consumption's looking good now. Right, we've got 20 megawatts out of 13, 14 consumption. you doing, Captain Iceland? That coal is going down. Slowly, but it's going down. Let's get that on mark. To make sure that doesn't run out. At some point we'll probably have to upgrade this belt to a faster belt. Research is coming along slowly. Was there some more coals? Yeah, there's coal in various places. We're using other coal to make graphite and glass and... Oh no, the stone's going into glass. Oops. That was nearly a mistake. Yeah, there's going to be coal on the planet elsewhere, that's fine. Make sure we've got good capacity before we move on. I can't remember what we was about to build. Oil. Was it oil? Oh, it's the triangular things that we get from glass and then oil, I think. What, do you get the feeling this is a life-consuming kind of game? Yes. Yes, it is. It should come with a health warning on the box. Okay, 25 megawatt capacity now, but that's including whatever solar is up there. To burn that coal off first. Right, where's the glass manufacturers? Over here. There's loads of glass. Absolutely loads of it. That's on the main bus over here, I think. Is that glass? It's kind of hard to see what things are at night because they're all, like most stuff is just drawn as little rectangles. You're gonna have to move, pal. Is it like Factorio? It's such a hard question to answer. Like, Factorio is a game that's been built over... Crikey, when did I back that game? That Factorio is about 8 years old or something insane. Like, Factorio is so mature and in-depth at this point. This game comes at it from a different angle. Firstly, you've got the 3D aspect to it, and then you don't have any biters, but then you also have, like, a massive solar system. So you can do interplanetary stuff, right? Which you can kind of do with Factorio mods, but it's built into the game. So there are similarities and there are differences. Like, the way that you belt stuff around is obviously similar to Factorio. But, like, not all the resources are on the planet that I need. So, for example, I need silica ore, right? But there's none on this planet. On the right here. Silica ore 0. So what I have to do is I have to go out and say, well, is there any in my system? Turns out this system here, this planet, in my system has 1.5 million silica ore. So at some point, I need to start shipping silica ore back to this planet. Or making stuff here, moving stuff to there and making stuff there, or whatever. Whichever way you want to do it. Same with titanium. That's like 12.8 million titanium. Whereas back on my home world, there's none. To be honest with you, Sir Joel, I don't know. Because I've only just started playing this game today. So I'm very much still exploring it and learning and picking up tips from the guys in chat who have been playing it. So it's a bit of an adventure. I don't have a ref link now. It's on Steam. Ooh! We've unlocked the 6502. We can now make a Commodore 64 or an Apple II. You have unlocked the processor, a large-scale integrated circuit that can handle more complex data operations. We can do, like, calculations and maths. Alright, where should we manufacture... Where should we turn the glass into stuff? I could split it and do some glass things over here, I guess. Wait, if you want to build a splitter... If you want to build a splitter but elevate it... I wonder how you do that. I don't know, Valtil. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could cheat a little bit by doing that and then bring it out on the lower level. You know what I mean? So you can kind of hack it in like that. As long as you're okay with it coming out on ground level. The output would come out here. Been playing around game emulators the last few days. They found loads of ROMs. Oh, there's so many ROMs. So many ROMs. So that won't go past there. Wait, what's going on? You kind of have to junction that around there now. Because this thing has like a massive collision box on it, so you can't just go straight past it. You have to go around it. Admittedly, it will look a bit... We can make it look a little bit tidier than that. Like that. But that gives you an idea of the hitbox around this thing. Mr. Manmead, thank you for 58. So yeah, we bring the glass out of here. Some more belts. Look at that, so many belts. It's amazing. I can't even make level 2 belts yet. To do that, I think we need high efficiency logistics. We need to get into like red science. I'm just going to call it red science because that's what it is. Can you post a link for Dyson Sphere calculator? You need to get mod permission, but yeah, just whisper it to one of the mods and they'll check it out first just to make sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. Does the calculator like help you to work out how many smelters per whatever? Cool. Useful link then. Oh, I need to make smelters. We've got 3. Let's make another 3. Thanks, Mania. Nice. Can you post it in memo chat in Discord, please, Ken? Let's see. So if we take this, some oil there, maybe just go that way with it. Wait a minute. This ain't right. It's made in an assembler, not a smelter. Reminds you Factorials are... I wonder why. Would it be the belts? Let's see. Let's start off with 2 of these and see how it goes. Prism. 3 into 2 over 2 seconds. Wow. Do you know what would be useful is if I could click on a prism and then click on something to say, what is this used in? Is that what that is? No. Maybe that's what that is. Oh, it is as well. Nice. The plasma exciter. Yeah, yeah. Cool. I've got a feeling we'll be needing quite a few of these, so I think we'll build We'll build 4 of them. Yeah, that's right, because we need these to be able to make these wireless transmitters. That's why we're trying to do this. So we can power the mech as it flies around, amongst other things. Might be too close to the belt. I'm not sure. Well, I think it should be alright, we'll see. Like, completely unlike Factorio, though, it takes quite a while to even get to faster belts. That's one significant difference, I think. I can't think of anything creative around 38 months, Mr. Hank. Thank you, mate. Okay, we're still good for power at the moment. Wow, it's actually chucking these things out a lot quicker than I thought it would. Need to run out of fast inserters. There we go. Looks like it's going to keep up with that. Just monitor it for a second. Hey, Therod, how you doing? Thank you for 13 months. Cool. We've got a bit more capacity there if we need it. Steel and stone.
Foundation, a terrain leveling tool. Yet we cannot use it to change the planetary landforms at will. We can only level the surface to ground zero. If the foundation is used for high grounds, it will gain soil pile. On the contrary, if it is used on the ocean or low-lying areas, it must consume soil pile. When installing the foundation, either choose a kind of decoration or without decoration, even only surface leveling.
Lay the foundation and flatten the surface to 0. Lay the foundation with no decoration.
Insufficient required items. You can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen to open the panel and manually replicate these items.
What items? Wait, you can click the replicator bottom right of the screen and manually replicate the items. What does it want? It wants steel and stone. Is that what it wants? Well, I've got stone. got steel. A Smith is going well, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the video. The cost of foundation is insane. I can imagine. Biker's Addiction, thank you, 52. Is it just like the sheer amount of stuff I need then? I was literally just wanting to see what it did. One foundation will consume 300. Lack of item. What item does it want? Bottom right in the components. You have to, oh, you have to make it. Oh, you have to make a right, okay. Jeez. So where's the foundation component? Oh, that thing. Tucked away in the corner. There it is. Ah. One steel. Let's make 5, see what happens. Ooh. Interesting. I guess you could have this being assembled somewhere. Oh, it actually looks like proper. That's cool. Yeah, I can see how that would be useful. I can see how that'd be very useful. Like areas here where you just want to get some land back. Good to know anyway. Okay, so we've got loads of this stuff online, and if we can extract this and bring it down to the magnetic stuff. These things. We can combine it with that stuff. So we need to get these down here. It seems really complicated when you just throw the sphere together in your shed instead. Absolutely. That's interesting. So two of the green ones can full stack a belt. Good to know. Right, we want to get this back down that way. I wish I'd elevated all of it now. do it that way. It's all Dawson, it's all banned at the moment, mate. It's not even worth bothering with. Like, a lot of airfields are closed. You can't, if you take off, you have to have a valid reason to do so, and that reason has to be like currency or engine currency or pilot currency. And you have to return back to the same airfield anyway, and you can't fly with anybody else. It's like literally all the reasons that you want to fly, it's just not worth doing because you can't do anything useful off it. You know what I mean? You can't go anywhere. You can't go with friends. It's just pointless. So I'm just waiting until it all blows over, and then I'll go up with an instructor and do a quick like refresh. Probably just fly somewhere with him, just to make sure I'm not, because I'm going to be rusty, you know. Flying South Africa, flying out to put flight training on your plan. Well, like I say, over here you need a valid reason. So now we have those things, and over here we have the magnetic coil. In between those two, I think we can make that in an assembler. A plasma exciter. Exciting. Done a lot of refurbishment to airfield, but it's been taken over and turned into an actual decent airport. You see, I think Southend is going the other way. Funnily enough, like Southend had visions of being a significant airport. You know, like A320s landing there, EasyJet flying out of there, owned by Stobart, whatever. But not anymore. To the point where now they've, well, just before the last lockdown, they were allowing night flights from GA pilots to go there, and you could, you know, whereas before you'd have to spend £35 every time you landed, or even did a go-around, they were giving you like 5 landings for 20 quid. Well, I think EasyJet, I think it's going to take many years for, I think what's going to happen is, I think what you'll see is it will be much more GA friendly. It will be great for GA pilots, especially if you want to do night flying, because it's a fully lit ILS driven airfield. So if they become a lot more GA friendly and a lot less commercial, I don't think you'll see as many people taking package holidays out of Southend, put it that way. So I think, you know, maybe not for the airfield, but for GA pilots like me, it'll be a huge benefit. Because you'll actually have a proper Class D airfield that you can go to 24/7. It'd be great. And, like, you know, they'll reduce the landing fees, hopefully. Make it a lot more GA friendly. Right, let's grab a feed from this. Might as well just grab a feed from down the side though. Must help trying to be able to fly at night as well. What do you mean? we need... How many assemblers do we need? I don't know. Let's try 2. You've only put about 2.5 hours, 2 hours into the game so far, Kirby. Yeah. It is. It is definitely going to consume you. Different ways we can do this. It's really Rob, you're welcome. Thank you for 45 months support. Actually, I think I might do this one a different way. The recipe for this one is... It requires twice as many coils as it does the little triangles. So if you put the triangles on a further away belt, the time difference between getting that from the belt will factor into that equation. So we want the coils on a nearer belt. So what we can do, maybe, this is an experiment, let's do something like, so you've got your fast belt down the inside, your slow belt down the outside. And as long as it can grab these in a 2-to-1 ratio to them, it might work. I don't know. We shall see. It said it made them over 2 seconds, so I can't imagine it needs a particularly quick feed. We'll see what it looks like in a minute. What am I trying to do? We're manufacturing, what are they called again? Plasma somethings. I'll put slow ones here, because like I say, I think it takes 2 seconds. These things here, plasma exciter. Just want to monitor the levels of stuff. Well, it's not being slowed down. The plasma generated by the hyperoxide tip can be used to extract and refine crude oil, and can also be used to make wireless power tower for remote power transmission and charge mecha. Right, so with these, we can extract and refine crude oil and also make these towers. Can consume electricity from the power grid to charge the mecha. So one of them supplies a 6-meter radius with power, which charges our mecha. That's one thing it does. But it has a connection length of 45 meters. Does anybody know? Are these grids, are they like 1 meter grids? Right, I need a bio break, guys. Back in a second. I'm back. Anyone know what a sorter cargo stacking is doing? Nope. Research is shut down because I need to get red signs going. But I need oil. So we have to focus on the oil, which we can use this stuff for. So I'm going to ignore the power transmitters for now. Focus on the oil extraction. 1.32. Is this the one I was going to go for? No, this one's 2.27 south. This is the one we want. Ooh. Oil extractor. Yeah, that's it. We needed 4 of them things. That's why we had to make all that stuff. Stack of them. You have the wider view, you can see where things aren't going without them to go anywhere. Yeah. I do like the way that you can do this. And like, you can properly see what's going on. I like that a lot. Where's the stone being made? Grab some steel. I really, really want logistic bots now to start flying stuff around for me. Where's the steel? Can't have that. Keep making the stuff. Underscore, thank you for 41. Your factory looks a lot more organized and sensible compared to mine. I try not to let it get out of control. Like, I'm not saying this is a great design. This is literally my first playthrough. But taking lessons from Factorio, you know, certain things I've learned is always leave gaps. Like, always leave space. The temptation is to always just build things next to other things. You're far better off just belting stuff to another area, because it will always bite you if you don't. So I'm just trying to do that, and then just trying to have some kind of a bus going on, which usually works quite well. Chemical plants, 2 of them. How do we manufacture the red things again? Oh yeah, hydrogen and energetic graphite. Okay, so once we get the hydrogen going, we can make red cubes. Once we make red cubes, we can start research, which we need to feed into these things here. So we crack hydrogen down here. Keep the research though. We can crack all the hydrogen and stuff here. See how that works out. Oil extractor, there we go. That's a big boy. I can imagine the power requirement, that's not low. Mine planes. So demand's not high because not everything's operational right now. Got to start using this iron soon. Which we knew would happen. Interesting. There is 0 buffer in the iron. Expand production a little bit. Hopefully this can keep up, but we'll see. Going down slightly. But we can soon fix that. We've got plenty of iron just down here. We can build a bigger smelter array. At least that's stacked again. Redo this. This is one of the earlier things we built, I think. Would you say Factorio is a good game? I'd say Factorio is a fantastic game. I'd say the devs are superb as well. Like the whole way they ran that Factorio project and continue to run it is just superb. Right, that's looking a little bit healthier. However, that is now going down. Main reserves 400,000. You could basically chuck a miner here and just feed it into this. Just so that that can be... just belt it into that, I think. Railways in Factorio are just... they're so good. I love it. I love railways in Factorio. I love programming the trains to do stuff. It's just great when you get it running. My mining machine. There it is. little too wide. Wait, what? I literally told that to elevate. Oh my god, this interface. Excuse me. Right, if we chuck the iron from that into this and merge them. Although mergers are massive, aren't they? Let's just knock it back a little bit. That one on that, and send the output this way. Interesting. Just 2 of those needed. Yeah, but splitters and joiners are the same. Right, now we just need to go back over here. Let's use a splitter here as well, to be honest, now that we have them. Right, so these 2 aren't running at maximum efficiency, but at least that thing's flooded now. Yeah, they're not running at full tilt because they can't both squeeze into this thing at the moment. So what we could do is elevate this up and then send this one into one side instead. So if we just like get rid of that and then elevate it. It's kind of hard to see what's going on now. So like I want to build underneath here. Get rid of that and that. There we go. Although what's going to happen is the storage bays are going to fill up. They're just going to fill up, and then the whole thing will be like burp, 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 because the consumption's not high enough. But that can be fixed by adding more smelters. However, there's already a full stack belt, so we need another belt of iron at that point. So it takes longer to get into it to understand the Factorio. Put it this way, like, I'm kind of fudging my way through this. Whereas when I started to play Factorio, I literally had to watch videos on how to play Factorio because there was like a million things I didn't understand. But having said that, I've carried the knowledge of Factorio to this game, so I've already got some basic, like, well, I've already got experience of building factories with belts, put it that way. So I'm not starting from scratch, but obviously the UI is different and the way that you get things in and out is a bit different, but the fundamentals don't change. Whereas I think with Factorio, I think I was starting from ground zero more or less. So if you played Factorio, then the transition to this won't be that much harder, is what I'm saying. Oh, look at that, that's literally supply meeting demand. It looks like 2 greens can fill up a Mark 1 belt, like that bar and that bar are not necessary. Like 2 greens can keep up with a Mark 1 belt. Anyway, I can't even remember why we came over here now. I've just yak shaved so much. It was something to do with red science. Did I come over for iron plates or something like that? I think I did. I think I came over for some of these. Well, there's no point killing storage, because what will happen is that will get full. Like, the steel production's currently running, but when the steel production fills up, the iron consumption will stop, and then the iron will carry on being made. And I kind of like having those buffers. No, it's not from the same makers as Factorio now.